Hello everyone, I'm Danny Rivera. This is my first video, so I will take this time to introduce myself and tell you a little bit about me and what I do. Again, so my name is Danny Rivera. I'm from North Carolina. I am a mother of 4 wonderful children. I began my walk, or my awakening, shall I say, back in 2020 after my father passed away from COVID. I went into a deep depression and delved deep into research to understand what happens to us, the being, the soul, not the being, I'm sorry, the soul, when we perish. So I went heavy into research, watching videos after videos, reading into my Bible. Just, I needed answers. And once I started that research, it was one rabbit hole after another. Like, I literally was chasing information like every which way. Like, one thing would lead to this particular thing, that thing would lead to something else. And before you knew it, I started going through an awakening. I started questioning things around me, things that were taught to me as a child, um, things that never sat right with me, even as a child. It also brought back the feelings that I had as a child, where I felt that I did not fit in. I felt that I was different, even from my mother, my sisters, my whole family. Um, not to mention, okay, I'm sorry. Not to mention, I was teased a lot by a lot of my cousins. You know, it could have been out of love, but it was something that stuck with me my whole life. But it just kind of made me feel even more different from everyone, not just them, everyone. There were things that I would think about it that would come up in my mind that did not resonate or did not make sense to me. And I could not understand what those things were. And I could not understand why I felt so differently about them than everybody else around me. So I wasn't a real rebellious child. However, I could be argumentative at times when it came to certain things because I believed what I believed. There were things that I did not address because, again, I did not understand it. So how can I address something that I don't fully understand? And I was a child. So with all of that, with this research and this diving after my father passed, it just brought back all of those feelings and all of those thoughts. And I got on to social media, and I don't even remember how or when I ended up on the spiritual side of TikTok. But I did. When I ended up on that side of things, everything started making sense to me. I started resonating with the things that other people were saying. And I'm like, that's what I felt all my life. This is it. Like, I'm not the only person that felt this way. I'm not the only one. And that made me so happy. It made me so happy to know that I was not weird after all. that there's other people that think like me or that have shared similar experiences than I have. Not all of them good, but not all of them were bad. So that's when I feel like I found my tribe. But maybe that was just the beginning. Maybe that wasn't my tribe yet. Maybe my tribe is still out there looking for me. Maybe that was God's way or source way or universe's way of showing me a reflection of myself so that I could stop thinking that I was so weird and so different. I've had family members recently tell me how weird I am. It was shocking at first. It was like a stunner, like, what? But I didn't get upset. I didn't get mad because, again, I always felt a little weird myself. So they weren't telling me anything that I didn't already know. However, that weirdness now has a name. And that name is Chosen One. It's Chosen One. I am a chosen one. And I'm happy to say that out loud. I am a chosen one. My purpose here on earth is to get more people to waken up and to open themselves up to the Creator and to realize who they are. That's the most important thing. Realizing who you are. Because God is in you. The kingdom of God is in you. And it's a beautiful thing. It is a miraculous, amazing, self-humbling discovery. And I'm here to do my part and get the rest of you to see that you too are chosen and to wake up. That is a part of waking up, isn't it? Okay, so with that being said, I really hope and pray that you guys will continue, well, first of all, subscribe, like this video, and continue to follow me on my journey. And not only that, but to share my videos. Share them. The more that you share them, the more people that I am reaching. I was sent here to be a teacher. I've been fighting it for as long as I can remember. I know for at least the past couple of years. But as I listened to Coach I Am Taika B on TikTok this morning, it just made me realize it's time for me to step up and do my part. It's time to teach. And here I am. I will be consistent. I will be as transparent as possible. I will be authentic. And I will be here for you for any questions that you may have. If I can't answer those questions, I will find someone who can answer those questions for you. Because again, I'm still learning. The learning journey never stops. It never stops. When you're on this journey, this healing journey, you'll always learn something new. You don't know, you may not know certain things as of yet, but the more you put forth the work and do your meditation, everything that you are, because you are, you just forgot who you are But you have to remember, it'll all come back. It'll all come back. So I'm so happy that you guys are here. It makes me so happy. And we're going to keep this vibration up. And we're going to get you vibrating on a higher frequency as well. Just continue to follow me and let's do this journey together. We're going to first start with healing. Excuse me. Let me tell you what healing looks like. It's a bit uncomfortable. I'll be honest with you. I'll always be honest with you. It'll be a bit uncomfortable. But in order for us to grow, we have to get uncomfortable. Because if we're not uncomfortable, we're being stagnant. We're not being productive. We're not being who God called us to be. He created us for purposes. Each and every one of us have a purpose. It may not be the same purpose. We all have different purposes. You just got to tap in and figure out what purpose it is that you hold. I just recently found out I hold the purpose of teaching. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm not doing it for myself. I'm doing it for the divine. Because had it not been for the divine, I would not be sitting here in this chair. The other day, I was sitting and I had a thought about how amazing God is and how when I came from my mother's womb and took that first breath, it was the breath that it symbolized the breath that God initially gave us. Why waste that breath? I'm not going to waste that breath. I'm going to do what He called me to do. And I'm going to use my breath to speak, to talk, to shine my light. It reminds me of this song when I was a little girl that we used to sing in the church choir. It goes, "This little light of mine, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine." Yeah, I know, I don't hold a tune very well, but you get my drift. It's a beautiful song. But when I started this journey, that song really resonated. Truly, truly resonated. There's a lot of things that I've heard throughout the years that did not resonate. I just took them as just sayings. Oh, they're just saying that. I took them for literal, like granted or literal. As I've been awakening, because this isn't my first awakening. I've been through at least a couple since 2020. Some of those sayings has been coming back, and the true meaning behind them. And it's like, wow, that's what that meant. That's what they meant when they said that. But then it made me wonder, did they understand what they were saying? Or were they just saying it because it's what they've heard? Which goes to a lot of generational things that will come up within my podcast. Because I'm going to speak on that. That's going to be a tough one. Not just for me, but for you all too. Because when we get to speaking on generational things, especially curses, it's going to bring up some old feelings. but it's something that needs to be discussed. A lot of that stuff needs to be put to rest. Well, I feel like I'm all over the place here, and I hope you guys have not gotten discouraged or uninterested by what I've said so far. I do have a lot to say, which is why after listening to Miss I am Taika B this morning, it just pushed me because I was in her chat just commenting away. And I'm like, wait a minute. I need to go ahead and start my own podcast. I need to say these things on my own platform so that way I can elaborate on them, because in the comment section, it only allows you to text so much before it cuts you off and you have to start again to finish your thought. So again, if I have not said it already, thank you. I am Taika B. Thank you so much for this morning, for your message. But your message literally pushed me to do something that I've been putting off. And for the past 2 days, over the course of the weekend, it actually put me in my feelings. And I had to sit with it. Not understanding why it's so hard for me to do this. And the real answer to that is fear. It's fear. And we'll talk a lot about fear as well. But as of today, I don't even know what day this is. What is it, May 26th? May 26th. Danny Rivera has decided to open the floodgates and speak her truth. Again, I appreciate you all watching. I apologize in advance if there's any interference with my equipment. Again, this is the first time I've used it. I've had it for over a year. So that tells you right there how long it's been since God has called me to do this. And I have been so stuck. I won't say stuck, because I've been doing a lot of healing, and I've been going through a lot during this journey, including homelessness, including a separation headed towards divorce. So I've been going through a lot. So, and I'm not using that as an excuse, because fear has played a factor as well. But now that I'm in a pretty okay, stable environment for the moment, why not? Why not get started? Why not do what it is Source, the utmost high, God has called me to do? So I'm going to do that, just that. All right. I'm not going to stay on here much longer. I do, again, appreciate you guys for being here. Again, subscribe to my channel. This will also be on YouTube. I will list my platform name, my tag in the description here, so you can follow me there on YouTube. You will not find me. You will find me on Facebook, but I'm no longer utilizing Facebook. I will be dismantling that as soon as I make my connections there aware of where they can find me. But I will be dismantling that. So my platforms will be YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. And that's where you can find me. And I will list those names in the bottom in the description. Again, thank you so much. Please share, subscribe, and like. And I will be the most grateful. The most grateful. Thank you so much. Help me push this out. I need to reach as many people as I possibly can. Thank you so much. And I love you all.